Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different to the usual spiel about investing and finance. Today's going to be more about productivity because I've been thinking quite a lot lately about how I can get this YouTube channel to fit in with the other things I want to do in my life. And I thought some of it might be useful to share on YouTube and it might be useful for someone else to hear. It comes after a coaching call that I had with someone called Leeds, who is a property investor and trainer. And during this coaching call, he gave me some advice, but he also subscribed to my YouTube channel, gave my videos a like. It's aimed at someone who is perhaps interested.
Alright, I have liked your video and I am subscribed.
So if you haven't done that already, make sure you do. Let's get straight into the video. So the first thing is to accept that as a young person, you're going to have to put in the hours. In the world in which we live right now, we're inundated with notifications, instant gratification, everything is one click away. But the really important things, the really fulfilling things in life, take time, and we need to give them time, and we need to keep working towards them, even though we may not see the results of our labour until later on. So for example, in a career like medicine, it's accepted that you need to do 5 to 6 years of studying before you get that job. In other careers, it's accepted you need to do an internship before you work your way up to the job that you want. And in the same way with maybe atypical careers like YouTube, or things like starting your own business, you need to give them the same amount of time to grow and be patient with them in the same way you would if it was perhaps a more conventional career. Now, funnily enough, this actually also relates to finance. I said I wasn't going to talk about finance, but I just can't resist. So when we think about rich people, we probably think about older people, maybe in their 50s, 60s, maybe even their 40s, perhaps with grey hair, lots of money in the bank. And this is kind of true, like you get wealthier as you get older. But what we neglect to acknowledge is that that wealth is often created in your 20s and 30s. It's the things you do earlier in life that are given time to add up over time and then accumulate to make you really rich. Even though you may not feel wealthy in your 20s and 30s, what you do then in that period will affect your later life. Now that's not to say you can't accumulate wealth when you're older, but just that it's easier, you can do it with less effort if you start from an earlier age. And I'm going to be talking about this a little bit more in a video I've got coming up about compounding, so watch out for that. Right, that's enough of finance, we'll put that to one side. The second thing I want to talk about is about time. So everyone has the same number of hours in a day, be it the most successful athletes, the most successful actors, the most powerful people in the world, whoever it is, they all have the same number of hours in a day as you and me. Time is a great equaliser, so it's up to us to make sure that we're putting our time to good use. And in this respect, what I found really interesting is how when we're on things like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, it's so easy to lose track of time, go into this kind of black hole, and before we know it, we spent 3 hours on social media or whatever it is. And this is because these kind of things are designed to keep you on them, to keep you watching and to hold your attention, because that's how they make money. There's a really interesting video made by Ali Abdaal. I highly recommend you check it out. It's about a book called Make Time, which is written by 2 guys who used to work at Google and who helped design YouTube, Google Hangouts and Gmail. And so they've got a really unique insight into the whole app space. So it's really important that we're using our time and making sure we're putting our time to good use. One of the things that I've been doing is tracking the time I spend on all the different things I do in my day. So I can see how much time I'm wasting, how much time I'm actually spending on things, which was surprising to me because I spent ages on things I thought didn't take me very long. And it's helped me realise where my time is going and where I can make some changes. So on to number 3, which is to really focus and zero in on the things that actually matter and that need doing. So for this, I found it really helpful to think about what the 3 or 4 things that if I get done this year, by the end of 2020, this crazy year, what 3 or 4 things would make me happy that this has been a good year and that I actually feel like I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. So what I did is I wrote down all of the possibilities of what these things could be, and then I narrowed it down to the 3 or 4 that it was, and I wrote those down and I put it up on my wall. So now when I'm working, when I'm doing things, when I'm at a loose end and I don't know what to do, I look at that list and I think, what could I be doing to get myself closer to that aspiration? And the other side to that is also thinking about how much we respond to emails, to notifications, to things that don't really matter, but that draw our attention and distract us from the real matter at hand. And then before we know it, we're back on scrolling through Facebook or social media, whatever it is, and we're completely distracted from the matter at hand and the thing that actually needs doing. This is something Tim Ferriss also talks about in his book, The 4-Hour Work Week, which I highly recommend reading. He says that we should only really be checking our emails 2 times a day at most. We should assign 2 times of the day where we're going to check our email inbox and not check our emails at any other point during the day. And this is to help prevent us getting distracted, getting sidetracked, and help keep us focused on the things that really matter, that are actually important, and that are going to give us the biggest results. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up down below. I'd really appreciate it. It really helped me out. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.